Hello everyone, today we have major updates to share with you surrounding the mysterious disappearance of 22-year-old University of Missouri student Riley Strain, who has been missing since March 8th. Today marks the 10th day since his disappearance after patronizing Luke Bryan's bar. The new updates that we have for you come from the Metro Nashville Police Department. MNPD have now shared these updates onto their Twitter account within the thread that they have been sharing continuously throughout their search efforts and investigation into this. They have now confirmed that new evidence has been located, as well as a body-worn camera video has now been released by Metro Nashville Police Department. The body-worn camera video, which we are going to get to in just a moment, shows an exchange with an officer and Riley Strain on that night. So first, let's take a look at the new piece of evidence that has now been confirmed by Metro Nashville Police Department. This appears to be located by volunteer groups. As you can see here on their Twitter, they shared Riley Strain's bank card was discovered this afternoon on the embankment between Gay Street and the Cumberland River. The search for him continues. This update was brought to us last night by Metro Nashville PD. We know that it does coincide in the previous evidence that we have seen with the security camera footage that has been released, as well as the information from MNPD. As you can see from their tweet, previously they made mention that at 9:52 p.m. on that Friday, on March 8th, when he went missing, he was on Gay Street at that time after drinking downtown. An MNPD helicopter searched that area the following day, including the riverbank. And then they go on to talk about how detectives were still on the ground searching, but to no avail, as they are continuing their search efforts still today. Now, with that bank card being located, there are questions that can surface from that evidence being located, such as how did the bank card get there? Was it dropped by Riley? Was it placed there? However, Metro Nashville Police Department have clarified any questions surrounding foul play in this incident. Just an hour ago on Twitter, they released no evidence of foul play has surfaced as work continues to locate Riley Strain. On Sunday evening, Riley's parents met with some of the detective team and received a full briefing on the work being done. They were also shown available video, which is the video that we are going to get to next. It is the BWC footage from an MNPD officer who had a brief exchange with Riley Strain while on Gay Street near the Woodland Street Bridge. In just a moment, I'll get the audio rolling here on the video, but their caption is shown was Riley's brief exchange of greetings with Officer Reginald Young on Gay Street, south of the Woodland Street Bridge, on the night of March 8th. Riley did not appear distressed. Officer Young was there on a vehicle burglary call and remained on that portion of Gay Street for 45 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's over here on Gay Street, near First Avenue North.
Now, in that video, it does not appear that Riley asked for any assistance from the officer as they exchanged that brief greeting and pleasantry with one another. It's also kind of hard to make out Riley at the very end of the video as the officer turns back around facing the path that he continues on that night. And the exchange of greetings between the officer and Riley's speech sounded coherent. But now let's turn our attention to this map here shared by Kelly from Fox 17 just a few days ago. It does have the last cell ping, which is at Gay Street right there, just south of Woodland Street. And as you can see at the top of your screen, last video of Riley. Now, I want to turn everyone's attention real quick to this map here shared by Kelly from Fox 17. As you can see, it notates Riley falls on video at 9:45 p.m. You have Riley crossing near First Street. We have seen the security camera footage for those videos. We've shared them in the prior videos that we have done here on this channel. And it does appear that he was intoxicated during his travels that evening in order to get to the last known location that they have him on video. Again, it notates that he falls. It did appear in that video he hit his head, may have suffered a head injury. So what's interesting is while he's on Gay Street and he has this interaction with an officer, he sounds coherent. He does not request for any assistance or services and continues on his path. Just as it was on the night he went missing, this is a puzzling investigation with this new information that we are getting as Metro Nashville PD continue to piece it all together. Search efforts are still underway. They've now sort of pivoted their search directly in the area in the embankment of where his bank card was found. We are hoping and praying that that really helps narrow down the search area in the river. Riley Strain's mother and stepfather have spoke to NBC News in a new interview. Just heartbreaking to hear what these two have to say during this extremely difficult time for their family. They've lost their son. As you can see here up on your screen, his stepfather, Chris, tells NBC News, "We're still, actively planning to bring Riley home with us." He added that their faith in humanity was restored as he told NBC News, "We've had some really good volunteer organizations that have reached out to help us." Riley's mother added that it's hard to be away from home, but we wouldn't be anywhere else. As comforting as it can be. As we continue to get updates and developments in this case, we are going to continue to bring them to you. Metro Nashville PD is very active in this investigation. They are constantly providing updates as they receive them. Hearing from Riley's parents, there are several volunteer organizations out there lending a hand, helping to try and locate their son. Finding Riley's bank card is a big step in this investigation, just as much as that body-worn camera that we saw there from Officer Young, who engaged in greetings with him on Gay Street, since we know not only from his BWC, that's the path from prior security footage, as well as he continued on that same path with his phone eventually pinging around 10 to 10:30 p.m. near Public Square Park. Our prayers continue to go out to Riley's family during this extremely difficult time. And again, we are just praying and hoping that Riley is found safe and brought back home.